Hey everybody, I had a great about 4 hours at the Eagle's Nest. This is just me letting people know how to get there. So you're going to start in the town of Berchtesgaden, whether you come in on a train or you spent the night before, and you're going to start off at where the Berchtesgaden train station slash bus stop is. A couple of things I'm going to say. If it's cool that morning here, it's going to be colder up there. If it's warm, it's going to be warmer up there. I did prepare. I did bring a fleece and my other night or my other cap, and it was pretty warm before we left, and it was warmer up there. Bring a hat, some sunglasses, bring cash because a lot of times they want cash up on the Eagle's Nest for food and for souvenirs. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm probably going to mention that again in this video. But one thing about the videos, I did these clips out of sequence. I actually started doing them when I was up there because I thought, wow, this was way different than anybody talked about. So what you're going to see is the sequence of me actually coming down, but I'm going to build it as if you're going up there for the first time. I think it's important. If you don't have a little pass, it's going to cost you $5 one way to get from the train station bus stop up to the Eagle's Nest bus stop, another €5 to get back down. Now, once you're at the Eagle's Nest bus stop, depending if you have any kind of discount card, you're going to pay anywhere between 26 and 32 per person. That's a round trip. You want to know when you want to return. Start early in the morning. They stop ticket sales around 2 o'clock. So if you're not going to get up here by 2 o'clock, you're not getting there. They will not sell you a ticket to get from that parking lot up to the Eagle's Nest itself. The last return from the Eagle's Nest to the parking lot, I believe, is at 4:45. Yeah, 16:45 or 4:45. I don't recommend holding out to that last shuttle. There's other complications. So with that, I hope this helps some people out on far as, what are the bus numbers? How do you get up there? Do you have to buy it ahead of time? Stuff like that. There is an online option to take that one Eagle Nest portion for like that €30 around. But I don't know how to do that. If I find out, I'll put a link in my description box. Hopes this helps you out. Like I said, I apologize. These videos are out of time sequence, but logistically, I try to match them up so as if you're going up to the Eagle's Nest. Thank you. So I'm actually at the main train station right now. The main train station is behind me. Everything's backwards again. These are the buses. These are the buses that are going to take you to the first stop. Not all the buses. I'm going to show you the specific one. I don't want to say the number right now because it just skipped my mind, but let me get back up there and I'll tell you what number it is. But the main train station in Berchtesgaden, and then these buses are right outside the main train station. I stayed the night at a hotel. That's the other thing I was going to say. I'm going to flip this around. I recommend if you are going to stay at a hotel, stay at a hotel right across from the train station. There's quite a few of them, and I'm going to tell you the hotel I stayed at was quite a hike. It's on the other side of the train station, so take that in consideration. So the one heading the direction you want to go to is 838. That one right there, 838, is what you want to board to go up to where the Eagle Nest connections are. So here's the tracks. There's the pedestrian underpasses to the train station. You'd come through here, exit through here. And there are the buses. There's the buses. I mean, those buses go other places besides what I'm talking about. And this guy right here in the white, I don't know what his issues were, but he kept looking at me as I was filming. I thought I was going to have another whatchamacallit, Morocco story for you. I actually did these videos in reverse sequence because I was thinking about it when I got to the Eagle's Nest. I was very fortunate to find all the right. I thought, this has been an objective of mine. I really want to get up there. I looked at all the research. I've watched a lot of their YouTube videos. I wasn't really clear on the connecting buses because there are some people that drive their cars up to that first spot where the expensive buses are that finish up the trail. It's a very percentage-wise, I can't think of what I'm thinking. high grade, steep. It's just very, very steep and windy. And they don't let any other traffic up there. So you got to take their buses up there. So, and then other people take tours apparently. But I think the best way to do it is to get a hotel in the near vicinity, start early the next morning, and get on the, I think it's a 9:15 departure, 838, I believe. Get on the 9:15 departure. That bus was probably, actually that bus got pretty full, if I remember right. Take that, and that'll bring you up to the drop-off point, walk down those stairs, and I guess I'm going to be doing this video first, so this is kind of hard for me to think of how I'm going to edit it to make sequential sense to you guys as you watch it. But my objective is to get you to the train station to the first bus, that first city bus, up to the Eagle Nest connecting bus, get that connecting bus up to the Eagle's Nest. So one thing about that I did note is that it looked like the last bus leaving the Eagle's Nest to come back down to the parking area leaves at 16:45, 4:45 p.m. I was considering that one, but then I thought all those people that are going up late in the day, those buses are going to be packed, which is going to mean that the secondary bus to get down the hill back to the city is going to be packed. So do not take that 6:45. If you want to maximize your day, I'd recommend taking one that's a half hour to an hour prior to that very, very last one. It's going to be like, I'm not saying everyone that watches these videos goes to Disneyland, but it's like catching the last shuttles of the night leaving Disneyland. So don't take that last one. I'm happy to have had 4 hours. I probably could have stretched it into 5, because I probably spent about an hour visiting those other people at lunch. But consider what you want to do. But I hope this video helped out logistically for people who are really wanting to get there. Some people are buying their tickets online. I didn't even know that was possible. I did take a snapshot of the online site, and hopefully I could read it and incorporate it in this video somehow. So hope this helped out on some people's on that. There wasn't much of the Eagle's Nest. This was just getting up and down. Look for another video where I actually shot around the Eagle's Nest, and I have some dialogue there. Okay, I'm gonna knock out a video really quick on how you're going to get up to the Eagle's Nest once you take the city bus up to the parking lot, where you have to get on the specific buses that bring you up to the Eagle's Nest. So I'm heading back now. I had a really great day up there. I'll get into that later. But this is just to give you the logistics on what to do once you get up here. I was a little bit confused, so hold on and we're gonna knock this out. Okay, so I'm looking in the direction where the buses are gonna come from the main train station in Berchtesgaden. So I'm gonna zoom in on, there's a guy standing there, there's an H. Where did it go? Right there, center screen. You see that H? There was a guy standing there a second ago. The bus is gonna come from that direction where everyone's going back. Everyone's going back down the hill. The bus is gonna come up the hill. It's gonna drop you off right at that H. You get off there. Now what everyone was doing, majority of people off the bus, they were walking directly across the street to the, this building here, this structure is directly across the street. And that's like the tourist office, tourist information area. Now, when I catch the bus down, that's where I'm gonna go. But what you wanna do to get to the Eagle's Nest is get off on that first one, and that first H is get off there, come to where I'm standing. You're gonna walk up to this little turnabout. There's an intersection there. You're gonna cross that intersection. You're gonna come over here, right to where I'm standing, and you're gonna go down here. Look for this sign. Look for that sign. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. I'm gonna show you the ticket office. As you walk closer to that sign, you'll start seeing some of the red buses queued up on the right. So these buses will only go up and down the hill. They're specially geared for it. It's a very curvy, steep incline. Go down this set of stairs. Let me get in the shade. Now it's about 2:30 in the afternoon and people are still queuing up to go up there. So you're gonna come down these stairs. I'm getting one of these two lines, I can't see.
Okay, you see what I said? I can't pronounce it, but it's case, K-A-S-S-E. That's basically the checkout lines. I'm going to reverse it so I can go back up, but that's just basically the lines. When I got here, 1 and 2 were open, but what I understand as they sell out the tickets, they start closing down those lines. And then you may want to duck into the souvenir shop. I saw some specific things in there. Almost everything they have in there, they have up at the small gift shop up at the Eagle's Nest for about, maybe 5 to 10% less. So then the buses are going to leave from that area and they start making their climb up through there. There's the staircase that you're going to go down, and there's the area where you buy the tickets. I can't believe people are coming this late. One thing about the ticket, what you want to do is as soon as you buy it down here, give yourself minimal of 2 hours. If you plan to eat up there, which I recommend because it's very affordable. If you plan to eat up there, which I recommend, give yourself 3 hours. For me, I gave myself exactly 4 hours. I probably should have given myself 5 because I ate up there and I met some really cool people that I shared a table with from France. But tell them, when you buy it at the beginning of the day, tell them what return trip you want. Like I said, 2 hours if you don't plan to eat should be plenty. 3 hours if you're going to eat. I'm a 4 to 5 hour person. So just consider that. Why I say that is because once you get up there, the buses coming down will start filling up. So if you have a specific time you got to get back, tell them when you buy it on the bottom end, what time you want to come down. I think you can change it once you get up there, but it's good to have a solid seat on the way down. I wanted to find myself a little patch of shade so I can finish this. I'm going to show you my ticket. So this is the ticket you'll get. So when I left this morning, as you can see, I had a 9:45 departure and a 13:55 return. I got all this when I bought the ticket initially. Now you're going to hear some variations on ticket prices, but I need to show you this little discount card the hotel gave me. So when I checked into my hotel, they gave me this discount card to ride transportation, and it comes with some other benefits. I did not realize how it worked, but I was carrying it with me this morning. So when I jumped on the bus down below at the main train station where my hotel's at, you just hold that QR code up to a little scanner and you ride for free. Now, if you don't have this, to go from the downtown area up to this part to get onto the Eagle Nest bus, is €5 one way. €5 one way. So I'm like, wow, that's a lot. So the pricing on a round trip ticket, I think, without any discounts, is going to run you per person. I think I've heard between 30 and 31.80 euro, 31.80 euro. I paid like 26 and a half. What I did is I watched other people were showing them that card when they were getting their tickets, and I'm watching them, and I was like, well, why are they showing them the bus card? And it's the same company actually that runs these buses. So I showed it to them. She goes, oh, scan it. So I scanned it, and they gave me like €4 or €5 off. I forgot exactly the amount, but if you have one of those cards for whatever hotel you checked into, make sure you show it to them up here. Once you get to the Eagle's Nest, there's no cost ticket to get into it. You're there. That's it. That's the last thing you're going to pay for. When you get there, you're going to walk through that tunnel I showed you earlier. I showed you in another video. You're going to walk through that tunnel. Another thing about the Eagle's Nest, you need cash, and it's euros. If you're going to eat up there or buy souvenirs, make sure you got euro cash. I seriously can't believe how many people are coming here this late in the day. When I got up there, I think I got on one of the first buses up at 9:45. Both windows were open. It looks like they closed the other window. Oh, they're sold out. Yeah, they closed both windows. Because when I got here, both windows were open. Now all the windows are closed. So if you're going to get out here, if you're going to get up here after the 12 o'clock noon hour, forget about it. So now I'm walking back to the bus stop that I'm going to take back to my hotel. I think that one's going to the airport. It's really bright out here, but I want the 838 to that location. That's what I'm looking for. to take me back. It'd be €5 to get back down the hill, but that little card's gonna let me ride for free. And it's gonna come up from this direction. It'll drop people off there and then make a loop. I don't think that's my bus. So that's like the visitors center, the tourist information or something, or tours. They do tours there. That a lot of people went there thinking that's where you buy the ticket. I don't know what's in there. I didn't go. I had no interest in going, so I didn't go in there. But a lot of people were walking towards that building at first instead of getting off the bus here and walking in that forward direction that I showed you earlier. So when you get to the top of the landing, I'm going to show you where the buses drop you off. So this is where the buses drop you off. When you come up from the main parking lot area, you can actually buy your return ticket here, but I actually got mine stamped. I'll talk more about that later. I got mine stamped when I bought it for my return. I'm up here, it's just clicked over to 10 o'clock. I got my ticket for a 2 o'clock return because these buses fill up to capacity. So you could wait to see when you can come back down, or they say give yourself 2 hours. I gave myself 4, if you know me. So, and then this is the entrance. This is the first entrance to it. So we're in this little landing area, but before I go through the tunnel, let me show you a quick panoramic of what you see from this point of view. Let me go closer to it. Let me flip the camera around actually.